talking about Timburr, the first pure fighting type Pokemon introduced in Gen 5. Its previous PYT dates are August 11th, 1997, June 1st, 2000, March 23rd, 2003, January 11th, 2006, November 1st, 2008, August 23rd, 2011, June 13th, 2014, April 3rd, 2017, January 23rd, 2020, and November 13th, 2022. Timburr being the base stage of a 3-stage pure fighting type evolution line that shares part of their name throughout the line, particularly with notable anatomical features, could be seen as the equivalent of Machop. Despite this similarity, I like how unique Timburr's line is, with it helping on construction sites. I most know Timburr from Pokémon Cafe Remix, where a group of them expands the cafe after certain milestones are reached. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we talk about Timburr, the muscular Pokemon whose number is 0532. This is what it looks like. Its type is fighting, abilities guts or sheer force. Iron Fist is its inability. Gender ratio is 75% male and 25% female. Catch rate is 180 or 33.8%. Breeding is a group human-like. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 2 foot or 0.6 meters. Weight is 27.6 pounds or 12.5 kilograms. Base experience yield is 61. Leveling rate is medium slow. EV yield is 1 and attack. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokédex color is gray. And base friendship is 70. Timburr is a fighting type Pokemon introduced in Gen 5. It evolves into Girder starting at level 25, which evolves into Conkeldurr when traded. Biology: Timburr is a gray bipedal Pokemon with a dark purple nose and dark gray oval-shaped eyes. It has bulbous protrusions extending from the front and lower parts of its head. Pink vein-like bulges are present on the back of its head. Similar pink bands adorn its shoulders and thighs. It always carries squared logs and uses them to fight with. When it can easily lift a block of timber nearly 3 times its own weight, it is close to evolving. Timburr is usually found near construction sites, helping construction workers. It loves helping in construction so much that if rain causes work to cease, it will throw a tantrum while swinging its log. Evolution: Timburr evolves into Girder, which evolves into Conkeldurr, so Timburr, Girder, Conkeldurr. Game data: NPC appearances, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity. The Timburr brothers are major characters in the game. Working for Girder, they help to convince him to return, being a carpenter, and build a house for the player. They can also help the player and partner in developing Pokemon Paradise. Pokédex entries: in Gen 5, Black. It fights by swinging a piece of lumber around. It is close to evolving when it can handle the lumber without difficulty. White. These Pokemon appear at building sites and help out with construction. They always carry squared logs. Black 2 and White 2. Always carrying squared logs. They help out with construction. As they grow, they carry bigger logs. In Gen 6, X is White's entry. Y is Black 2 and White 2's entry. Omega Ruby is White and X's entry. And Alpha Sapphire is Black 2, White 2, and Y's entry. In Gen 8, Sword. It loves helping out with construction projects. It loves it so much that if rain causes work to halt, it swings its log around and throws a tantrum. Shield: Timburr that have started carrying logs that are about 3 times their size are nearly ready to evolve. In Gen 9, Scarlet is Black 2, White 2, Y and Alpha Sapphire's entry. Violet is Black's entry. Timburr and the Kitakami Pokédex. So got a few of them working. One of them's resting. That's fun. There seems to be something in the background that vaguely resembles Applin. I assume some sort of like construction device. Interesting. Maybe apple picker, because it looks like there's a bunch of apples in the background. I don't know. Game locations, side game locations, stats, base stats, HP 75, attack 80, defense 55, special attack 25, and special defense and speed 35 for a total of 305. Type effectiveness: damage normally by normal fighting, poison, ground, ghost, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, ice, and dragon. Weak to flying, psychic, and fairy, all for double, immune to nothing, resistant to rock, bug, and dark, all for half. Learn step by leveling up: 1 pound and leer, 4 low kick, 8 rock throw, 12 focus energy, 16 bulk up, 20 rock slide, 24 slam, 28 scary face, 32 dynamic punch, 36 hammer arm, 40 stone edge, 44 superpower, and 48 focus punch. By TM: TM001 takedown, 6 scary face, 7 protect, 12 low kick, 18 thief, 25 facade, 36 rock tomb, 39 low sweep, 43 Fling, 47 Endure, 49 Sunny Day, 50 Rain Dance, 55 Dig, 58 Brick Break, 64 Bulk Up, 67 Fire Punch, 68 Thunder Punch, 69 Ice Punch, 70 Sleep Talk, 73 Drain Punch, 81 Grass Knot, 83 Poison Jab, 85 Rest, 86 Rock Slide, 87 Taunt, 103 Substitute, 130 Helping Hand, 134 Reversal, 150 Stone Edge, 158 Focus Blast, 167 Close Combat, 171 Terra Blast, 179 Smackdown, 181 Knockoff, 192 Focus Punch, 204 Double Edge, 213 Coaching, and 224 Curse. By breeding, this group gives it Counter. Hawlucha gives it Defog. By chain breeding, this group gives it Detect, this group gives it Mach Punch, and this group gives it Wide Guard. Side game data, you got all this. Pokepark 2 wanders beyond in the Pokepark pad entry. He came from another area for training. He wants to build big buildings, but he thinks he has to train himself first. Got all this. Evolution data, Timburr, level 25, Girder, Trade, Conkeldurr. Sprites here, so... You got... Okay. That's brown. Has a brown nose. I don't know why it's gray and definitely not purple. It was never purple. What is... I don't know what the article is talking about that is not purple. The log is lighter. That's interesting. Of course, darker colors mostly for the rest. Then you've got... this shiny, kind of lighter color, kind of like its evolutions. Red nose like its evolutions as well. In Gen 6, gets the gray nose for some reason, and lighter colors in the models, of course. In Gen 7, in Gen 8, you get the much better models. Homes, you get these models. Animation... Timburr and Pokemon Horizons, the series, I guess that could maybe be seen as purple. Of course, that could just be the lighting. It's kind of hard to tell. I got all this. Pokedex entries. I read this first one in the anime section, so we'll let Ash's Pokedex read it.
Timburr, the muscular Pokemon. Timburr always carries a wooden beam. When it can easily lift its heavy burden, it is close to evolving.
In Horizons, episode 22, in Roy's Rotom phone, Timburr, the muscular Pokemon, a fighting type. It is always carrying squared logs. It impulsively shows up in construction sites, so it can help with the work there. Pokemon Twilight Wings in the manga, Timburr and Pokemon Adventures, got all this. Pokedex entries in Pokemon Adventures, chapter An Odd Speech. These Pokemon appear at building sites and help out with construction. They always carry squared logs. In the TCG, trivia, Timburr is similar to Machop. Both are fighting type Pokemon with a base stat total of 305, have a gender ratio of 75% male and 25% female, are the most commonly associated Pokemon with construction sites in their respective regions, have Guts as a possible ability and reach their first evolution by level, and have their final evolution triggered by trading. The company, Timburr Builders, is named after Timburr. Its logo, however, does not depict Timburr. Icon for Timburr Builders. Origin. Timburr's Pokedex entry supports that it and its evolutions are based on construction workers. Timburr, in particular, is always holding a square log of wood. Its body appears to be covered with swollen veins from physical labor. Due to its clownish nose, it may have also been based on a carny. Name origin, Timburr is a corruption of Timburr, and may also derive from Burly. Dokor may be derived from Dokorasho. Heave-ho may also involve Dokari, Greek for beam. Now the languages, related articles, external links, let's move on. Now let's watch Timburr's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 688, Ash and Trip's third battle. In this episode, Ash catches on the main character and his traveling companion, Iris, as well as his faithful Pokemon Pikachu and Iris' Exu, have run into Trip, Ash's rival. Ash and Trip have decided to battle. Trip is sending out his Timburr.
Timburr! Never seen that Pokemon before either.
Timburr, the muscular Pokemon. Timburr always carries a wooden beam. When it can easily lift its heavy burden, it is close to evolving.
I can't wait to have a battle with the champion someday. Let's get this moving! Oshawott, I choose you!
Pikachu. Okay, I would say that is Timburr's first in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Timburr. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Now we're set in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who are familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on the single image. That's because it's the only image we'll be doing today. This is ATBU Underground L2 Corkscrew Tunnels by Cape Tap. It's this interesting image of a stylized Timburr and Jangmoo, or however that's pronounced, in this cave, I guess, or tunnel, I guess. Very interesting. Very well done. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Girder. As always, this isn't my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.